This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's two of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a third job. I have two jobs. I would take a third job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account?
So guys, that clip you just saw is that of Latosha Mercado, if I pronounced that name correctly. She's been trending on TikTok just because of that video she made. And guys, guess what? They found her. They looked for her. At the end of the day, this lady lost her job and they turned her eating toasts into a challenge. So we are going to be looking at various reactions to that. And if you're new to this space, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and let us get right into the video.
So there's a woman on here named Latosha Mercado. You may or may not have seen her videos. She made a video that people are very upset about, which I get, basically belittling people on food stamps, asking them, it's October, or in November you may not get your food stamps. It's October. What have you done with your October food stamps? Well, it's October 22nd today. I'm assuming the people that are on food stamps have gotten food for themselves and their children. That's what people do on food stamps. They use it on food for themselves and their children. It's horrible to me that she's putting people down, basically, and basically telling them that she's sick of hearing about it. It is a very real issue that in November, there may not be food stamps, and people are going to be hungry. I don't know why we're putting people down. I hope that this woman never is in a position to have to use a government program. They're there for people in need. And I'm hoping that this woman never has to live paycheck to paycheck to know what that's like. As a social worker, these are things that people are entitled to when they need them, when they're down on their luck, when they're not employed, when they get laid off, when they lose their jobs. People need to use them. So for this woman to be putting down people on food stamps and asking what they've done with their October food stamps, they've fed their families. That's what they've done.
To all the people complaining that it's getting cold outside, what'd you do with all the heat we had this summer? Did you not save any of it? You knew it was going to get cold. By the way, you can thank the Democrats for that. You can also thank the Democrats that your favorite baseball team didn't make it to the World Series. You can thank the Democrats that leaves are falling off the trees. Did you know that? Should have saved some heat from this summer. Oh well.
Have you heard the latest about the toast eating food stamp lady? Apparently, she's lost her job. Corporate did not agree with her looking down her nose on people who receive food stamps benefits. So, let me ask you this. To the food stamp lady, what did you do with this month's check? Considering you won't be getting a check for November. Did you splurge on everyday needs like food, your clothing, your shelter, water, electricity? Or did you save up a little pocket full of sunshine for November? Better yet, what did you do with the other half of that burnt processed toast, peanut butter, and butter that you had? Did you save some for your meal next month? Better yet, let me ask you this. Did you save it for Thanksgiving? Because it looks like you're going to be the one visiting the food pantry, you know, getting the turkey and all the trimmings, and you can thank the Republicans for that. The word of today is humility. Always remain humble, because if you don't, God will humble you with a quickness. That's it. That's all. But I do agree. Toast with peanut butter, when done right, is delicious. Have a good day.
Tasha, is this you?
I need money. Yes, I do. I need money. Yes, lots of money.
It's always the poor lifting down the poor, because when the government failed you, you feel like the government should fail everyone else. Are you what they call a welfare queen? And yes, that video appears to be 10 years old. Your financial situation may have changed, likely for the better, but that video sure came back to haunt you 10 years later, right? Or lack of empathy for those that are going to lose their SNAP benefits next month shows me that you likely relied on government assistance yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Your income bracket may have improved in the last 10 years, and hey, good for you. Everyone has their highs and their lows in life. So just remember that. But remember where you came from. It was my tax dollars paying your benefits. You're welcome.
This is for all the people complaining about not getting food stamps for November. What'd you do with October's food stamps? Did you fill up your pantry and be smart? Or did you just buy a bunch of processed stuff? Kind of like this bread process. Looks like you're going to have to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I mean, they give out turkeys. They give out all the trimmings. You know, I just saw one lady on here saying she made $1,100 in food stamps. I mean, have you ever had this as a meal? It's really good. It's toast with peanut butter and butter. A little dry. But, you know, I'm sick of you guys complaining on here. You could blame Richard Nixon for the government shutdown. It's hard to swallow. So, how much I can make that last, all that money? I mean, it's just me here. My son and daughter come to visit sometimes, but they've cut me off, no contact. I don't know why, but I'm just tired of hearing y'all complaining.
Y'all heard about that food stamp lady that no longer got food stamps because of what she was saying online? I can't even sit here and tell you that I feel bad, because what you give is what you get. What you give is what you shall receive. The hate that you put out is the hate that's gonna come back. I'm not saying, like, I ain't even talking down on her, but it's like, why you get on here trying to make it seem like you was better than everybody else? She said, oh, well, yeah, I was once on food stamps until I got a job. And then after that, she proceeds to say, yeah, food stamps was only temporary. You're like, okay, everybody's not in the same situation as you. Everybody, you know, everybody's life is different. Now, me personally, I'm not on food stamps, but I'm not talking bad about people that got them. What? Man, what? We need that. You're tripping. What are you talking about? She's talking about, oh, well, if you have food stamps, you shouldn't buy sugary and sodas and junk food. Lady, don't nobody tell you what to do with your food stamp money when you had it. Oh yeah, this is the thing. She's fired. I don't know if I said that or not. But yeah, she got fired from her job. She was talking so highly about her job, and now she no longer has it. So wouldn't it be crazy if she has to get back on food stamps? But then again, she doesn't have her kids, so she technically can't get food stamps. I don't know. Like for more.
So how's that losing your job working out for you? What'd you do with that paycheck from last month? Did you buy processed food with it, or did you pay your rent with your last paycheck? Did you pay for overpriced gas instead of biking to work? Karma is what karma does. So you're very tone deaf opinions, and you're now in the same position, honey. So see you at the food banks.
So guys, after she made that video with the whole dragging, she deleted the post and came out to post this particular thing on her page. So you might want to pause your screen and go through what she wrote. And guys, they found her job, and at the end of the day, she lost her job. So as individuals, we have to be careful the things we are coming out to say. You have to weigh those things. These things I'm coming out to say on social media, is this something that's going to put me into trouble? Because the truth is that the algorithm is not going to tell you that video that is going to go viral. You might be thinking, oh, I'm always getting 500 views, 300 views, 1000 views. But guys, the algorithm can just disappoint you, and that particular video where you've come to rant might just be the one that would go viral. You end up having millions of views, and at the end of the day, you just end up like this lady that lost her job. So first, let's set the scene. So Latosha posts this video pretty casual at first, camera good, lightning, of course the usual TikTok setup, but the tone is where it shifts. She's talking about people on the system and why aren't you doing more for yourself? You know, that kind of line. Immediately you can feel the tension. On the one hand, I get it. Accountability, right? Self-reliance. Those are things a lot of people value. On the other hand, assistance programs like SNAP exists because systemic issues are real. Job loss, illness, childcare, discrimination, you name it. What's striking is the way she frames the beneficiaries, not as people in complex circumstances, but as a kind of monolithic group, kind of you folks on Snap with a negative vibe. That generalization, right, doesn't land well for a lot of people. Because the truth is, every story is unique. Someone on Snap isn't just a lazy stereotype or taking advantage model. Sometimes they are a parent working two jobs. Sometimes they are recovering from something. Sometimes they are stuck in a system that doesn't reward hard work the way we like it. Now, let's look at her comment about why don't you just work harder and why don't you try this instead of that. She's pointing to individual choice. Fair to some extent, but what about structural choice? What about minimum wage, job availability, benefits, healthcare? It's easy to say just do more, but harder to say how do we fix the whole system so people actually can do more. Another place, the tone and delivery, because it's TikTok and it's casual, you might think it's just her opinion, but influence is real. Videos like this shape how people think about assistance programs. They can amplify shame, stigma, and for someone watching who is on Snap, that's a rough spot. So we've got to ask, what responsibility do creators have when they talk about vulnerable populations? If your message is pull yourself up by your bootstraps, fine, but maybe also acknowledge the boots are heavy and the strap is frayed. That's not to say a point has no validity. There is value in talking about self-sufficiency, ambition, personal growth, but to frame an entire group as the problem without nuanced context, to me, that falls short. And socially, it can widen divides. And for people's reaction, they are calling her out for being tone deaf. Others say, Amen. Someone is saying it out loud. Whether you agree or not, it invites a conversation. How we talk about assistance what assumptions we carry, how we frame help versus handouts, how we view neighbors, community, each other. So guys, that's my take on this whole Latasha Mercado situation. It's wild how a single TikTok can spark such a big conversation about something as real as food insecurity and government assistance. Whether you agree with her or not, it's clear people are tired of judgment, tired of struggling, tired of being misunderstood. And at the end of the day, empathy doesn't cost anything at all. Empathy costs nothing. You never know what someone's story is or how close any of us could be to needing help ourselves. So before we judge, let's try to understand. Anyway, guys, let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Latosha had a point, or do you think she missed the bigger picture? Let's talk about it in the comment section. And also do not forget to like the video, share and subscribe. And if you've watched up to this point, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much and peace out.